Hey, this is Mike Addis. Thanks for joining us. It's always our pleasure to bring you these videos. So today we're going to talk about be careful about buying so-so businesses because they're on sale. So so-so business means a business is not that great business. Okay, so there's a lot of businesses out there like General Motors and Ford. You know, they're big companies, been around for a long time. I bought both of them, and I've made well over 100% of my investment. I invested in March, $4 on Ford, it's up to 9 and change, and General Motors at 19, it's up to $44 and change today. But are they great businesses? No, I don't particularly think that they are. I think they're solid businesses. They've been around forever, but I wouldn't consider them to be great business. They're what I consider to be so-so businesses. So why did I invest in Ford and General Motors? Because the price was cheap. So I'm going to make this a very short video and say this. I agree with Warren Buffett. This is a Warren Buffett quote. Warren Buffett said, be careful about buying so-so businesses because they're on sale. But here's the thing. You can buy a so-so business like General Motors and Ford because the market drove down the price so low. And then you can turn around and sell it and make a good profit. So if I sell General Motors and Ford today, I'm going to make 100% of my money in less than 12 months. Now, I don't particularly want to be in a trading position with General Motors and Ford, but the price was so damn low, I had no choice. I had to buy it. That goes for a lot of other things, like in my asset recovery business. Some product is just not that good product. It's just too old. Like 3-4-year-old computer tablets, for example. I have 500 Dell computer Venue 10s or 11s or whatever they are. I'm going to buy them. Why? Because I'm buying them for like 10 or 20 bucks. I can sell them all day long for 50. It's not a great product. So there's a lot of companies out there that are not that good, but because the price is so cheap, you're buying something for 10 or 20 cents on the dollar. It's not an investment. You're just making a transactional play on something that you can turn around and sell later. Because most everybody knows what everything's worth, at least in the publicly traded companies, because the stock exchange pretty much keeps the playing field where it's supposed to be. But because we had COVID and it drove everything down through the floor, and that was this time around, 2020. Then back in 2008, it drove everything through the floor. So those were buying opportunities. So you could buy mediocre companies and make 100% on your money. Why not? You can't just sit around waiting for great companies to pop up now and then. You might be sitting for a long time, because we have to wait for certain situations and circumstances to drive prices down. Same thing with real estate. I don't particularly want to buy real estate outside of California. Doesn't mean that there aren't great opportunities all over the country. But when I stay on the coast in California, I got to pay top dollar, so there's no properties available for me. That doesn't mean I can't jump to Ohio or some other states that are in the interior and go to make 100% of my money if I buy the product low enough. So here's the moral of the story of this particular video. I'm going to keep it very short. It's like a 3 or 4 minute video. You can make a fortune on buying not great businesses or not great assets if you buy them right. It's a first, a last, and an always rule. When you go to Warren Buffett's 3 rules, one of the primary rules is, besides he has to understand the business and he has to have good management in place, he has to buy it at the right price. The reason why he hasn't been buying a lot of companies today is because he can't find anything at the price he's willing to invest, because the market is inflated and all the companies are overpriced. Same thing with all the other asset classes out there, including real estate, especially on the East and West Coast. It's absolutely insane. Houses around here are only worth $400,000 or $500,000 and selling for well over $1 million. Why? Because they're inflated. The demand far exceeds the supply, which drives up the prices. So the answer is, can you buy so-so businesses? Absolutely you can. Warren Buffett isn't looking to buy so-so business. The guy's worth $90 billion. I understand why he's not. Has he made a fortune buying so-so businesses? Yeah, he has, because Berkshire Hathaway was a junk business. He's bought many so-so businesses 35, 40 years ago, and he turned them around, or he sold them off, or whatever. He got rid of the parts of the companies that he didn't want, but he still made 100% on his money. And you can do the same thing today. This is Mike Addis. Remember, when you buy an asset, make sure you buy it at the absolutely lowest, or don't buy it at all. It's always worth it to be patient and to wait, instead of jumping in and buying so-so assets unless they're underpriced. Mike Addis, thanks for joining us. Don't forget to hit the subscriber button, and we will see you on the next video.